This is a rather whiskey-heavy drink called the Perfect Summit Manhattan. Now, I am doing a little experiment here. I have two of them. They are slightly different because the recipe I saw on the Difford site said to add 5 mils of Orange Curaçao. My personal thought is that's some wanky bullshit right there, because this has 45 mils of whiskey in it, and several other things. You're not going to be able to taste 5 mils of Orange Curaçao in here. That's what I'm going with. So I've got them side by side. I was very careful not to mix them up. Let's go. I'm going to taste and see. This is the one with the Orange Curaçao. Whiskey. This one without. Oh, I think I should show you how I made these. As we race off back through the time tunnel to show the making of. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you did. Hit the little notification bell so you know when I upload. Give me the old thumbs up so the algorithm thinks people love me. And let me know, before you even see, if you think 5 mils of Orange Curaçao is going to make a difference. Here we go to make it. I was not mucking about when I said this was heavy on the bourbon. This is 2.5 ounces, 75 mils of bourbon, and I'm here for it. Let me tell you, the only challenge was which of my whiskey. So I'm not technically using a bourbon, I'm going to use an Australian whiskey, but the only challenge was which of my whiskies, because I like them all what I use. I settled on the Archie Rose single malt, which if you're really lucky in your Australia, you could still get very limited run, a 6 mash bill malt, just amazingly complex flavors in this single malt. I love it, and it's going in this one because the whiskey is front and center. So that's what we do first, 2.5 ounces, 75 mils of whiskey. A Manhattan typically has sweet vermouth. This one has dry vermouth, and we're going to go with 3/4 of an ounce, about 22.5 mils of dry vermouth. Here's an interesting touch. This also has Muscat wine, as opposed to a sweet vermouth. Muscat, I think, is on the sweeter end of red wines. And by sheer coincidence, a friend of mine, Philip, actually gave me this as a present, as a Muscat blend he made himself from a few wines, and it's quite good. It's the same amount as the dry vermouth. We're going to go 3/4 of an ounce, or around 22.5 mils of Muscat wine. Here's where we find out if the person who put this recipe together is a wanker or they knew what they were doing, because it says 5 mils of Orange Curaçao. That's like a bar spoon of Orange Curaçao. With all those other bold flavors, I am firmly of the opinion you won't be able to taste the Orange Curaçao, but I'm gonna do the side-by-side test and we shall see. So let's go now. It's virtually just a splash. 5 mils, around a bar spoon of Orange Curaçao. The final little touch, 1 dash of bitters. I'm using good old Angostura. If there's bitters you particularly like, go for that. Whatever you go with, 1 dash of bitters. This is a stirred cocktail, so we add ice to our stirring glass, and we want to chill that down. There is a lot of bourbon in, well, it's not bourbon in my case, a lot of whiskey. A little bit of dilution wouldn't go astray, but we want it nice and chilled. So stir it for about 15 seconds. Then we want to strain that into a chilled glass. I'm using this classy little coupe. You need a reasonably high volume glass because that's a reasonably high volume drink. All right, now I'm going to do it all again, but without Orange Curaçao. Jumping forward, got our beautiful maraschino cherry garnishes. Okay, one more taste. Okay, I'm considering it very seriously. There's no goddamn difference. You knew there wasn't going to be a difference. How could there possibly be a difference with 45 mils of whiskey, 30 mils of aromatized wines? I mean, how could you possibly taste 5 mils, a bar spoon of Orange Curaçao? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Jesus, sometimes bartenders, their head goes right up their butt, honestly. Mind you, whiskey. I have so much whiskey to drink now. I should go. This could get out of hand very easily. I'll be sitting down for the rest of the evening so I don't fall down. Wherever you are, I hope you're taking care. Take care of yourself. Take care of people around you. Until I see you again, back on my double fisting bullshit. Cheers!